Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. I got a whole bunch of fish to show you here in a little bit, but before we get into that, I wanted to show you what we got going on today. We're going to have a big sale tomorrow, Saturday, the 11th, and part of that is going to be some wood and rock and stuff like that we've had around here. But we got new stuff in. We got big bags. In fact, we're going to open those up on the hour, 10:30. 11:30 and 12:30, and if you want to be in queue to see what's new out of the bag, show up at those times and get your first pick. I want to show this area here. This is my aquascaping area that I've been dreaming about forever. If you come in here and take a look, the first iteration here we have is marks on the table so that you can set out and decide how big your tank is going to be, and then once you decide how big that tank's going to be, you can grab your stuff and say, how's that going to look here? Because I got all my stuff right here to do it with and do my hardscape right there. There it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and that could be fun. Right now is the afternoon and the sun comes in pretty hard. I'm looking at getting shades for the window. That's what the samples here are for, to make that a little bit more comfortable. But in between, we actually have a clear space, a couple of them actually, there you can come and check out what you're actually buying and what it's going to look like. Speaking of which, if you don't want to put it all together yourself, I just brought in these things from Fluval. They're aquascaper sets. They have a variety of cool stuff inside the box and already kind of a layout like, look, you could do this. So very, very cool, along with a really cool rimless line. We have a bunch of other rimless tanks as well, so lots of choices there. And as long as we're walking back this way, we have lots and lots of wood and rock in stock. Big cases of perforated stone and going stone, which you also know as dragon stone and cirrus stone. We also have a whole bunch of birch. We're going to do a bunch of sales tomorrow. Come down, check out our sidewalk sale. They're doing the art walk today, or tomorrow, Saturday's art walk. If you haven't never done that, it's kind of a craft fair thing, and it's really a lot of fun. Come check us out. We'll talk to you soon. Here are the fish.
Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got a little order this week. Got some really cool stuff coming in. Let's jump right in and see what comes out of the box. Also got plants coming in this week. We had big restocks last week. All kind of stuff. I got so much in the store. You got to come down and check it out. First thing out of the bag is some grammies. These are flame dwarf grammies. Nice color variant of the dwarf grammy out of Asia Minor. Next up is some nice koi angels. Good red color on these guys. Small koi angels. And after that, we have some itty bitty fishnet flying foxes, also called a reticulated Siamese algae eater. A little different species than your normal Crunchilia, if I remember right. Anyway, the Siamese algae eaters are great for hair algae. These ones get maybe just slightly bigger than the regular ones with the black line, but they're actually pretty calm like the other guys. So decent for a decent sized tank. Borneo sucker loaches, not uncommon to get several different types of hill stream loach when we order Borneo suckers. Really tiny this time, sometimes we get them 3 inches. Never know for sure what we're going to get, but we always know we're going to get something good, so those are fun. Also got some dainty cories, and dainties have been incredibly hard to find this year. I don't know exactly why, but we got in these ones. I believe these are wild caught dainty cories. Good price on those. Next up is some discus. Got a red cover who's upside down right at the moment. Red covered discus. Got who came in there? That's a blue diamond. Got a couple more later in the box as well. Next box maybe. Twig cats, gotta love them. They're nice and long and skinny, and actually pretty good algae eaters. Twig cats are Farlowella. I just love saying the word Farlowella. Last in this box is some apistos. Haven't had these in a little while. These are redneck McMaster eyes. Rednecks have that bright red in the fin and around their gill plate, thus the name redneck. Love it when its name matches a fish. I think it ought to, right? The common name should be something to do with the color or habit of the fish. Like twig cats, they look like a twig, not because they taste like a twig or anything like that. They just look like a twig. Alrighty, next up we have pink kissing grammies. Got one over there. I got a couple giant ones over there. Most people don't understand just how large this fish can get. They can get all of 8 inches plus, maybe even 10. They can be pretty aggressive when they're that size, so don't put them in your 20-gallon tank, and make sure you have appropriately sized fish to go with them. Longfin white clouds, those are nice little minnow out of mainland China, actually. Long fin variety. We also have the regulars and the golds, so I think we got some from Thailand as well. Bumblebee autocinculus, one of my favorite nano algae nibblers. Bumblebee autos only get about half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Small little guy. On the other extreme, we have giant bettas. A couple of them on this week's order. Nice 3-inch fish right now. They are a bigger variety of betta. They are not just bigger now. They are bred to be enormous. So there you go, a pair of giant bettas. Those are the koi males. Next is some tiger barbs. Got a couple of varieties of tiger barb this week. That's the regular old black-lined garden variety tiger barb. Nippy and Chasey, get them in a big school. They settle down a little bit. Blue Emperor Tetra, nice Tetra for the Tetra special. I don't know if that's the only Tetra we have this week. Maybe. We have a standing special though. If you've subscribed to our channel, we'll give you 25% off any Tetra just for buying 4 or more and subscribing to the channel. Albino tiger barb. I told you we had more barbs. There's ones without the stripes, some with, some without. They're still a tiger even though they have no stripes. Next up is a CPD or Celestial Pearl Daniel. I also call them a Galaxy Rasbora. Got lots of name. Any name. Very, very fun fish. Nanofish. Only get about 3/4 of an inch. Nice little spots. Great in your tiny tank. Another type of otto. These are peppermint ottos. Ipolea, if you like the scientific name, if I can pronounce it. Haven't had those in a little while. They got cute little spots. I've been seeing some the more let's say exotic types of autos showing up. Some of them are really expensive. If you're looking for something like that, let me know. Super red pistos. These are the Pistogramma cockatoides. Pistogramma cockatoides definitely continue to be our best selling pisto. Dwarf cichlids like that can go in a community tank if you've set the tank up appropriately for it. African knife, like a 10-inch fish. Don't get giant like a clown knife or some of the other guys, or even don't get as big as the ghost knives. More appropriate for Midland-sized community tank. Leopard puffer, can't see much because he's in a box or a bottle. They have a tendency to do things like nibble through their bags with those teeth. So they ship them like that to make sure they get here in good shape. That is an abi or a leopard puffer. I should tell you what it is you're looking at besides not a fish. It is a fish, but you can't see it. Speaking of cool fish, here's a silver arowana baby. Remember, a giant fish. Those guys get absolutely enormous. Having a spot to put that guy when he gets 3 or 4 feet long can be a challenge. So make sure you got that in mind when you buy that giant fish. Couple more fish to go here. Should have a couple discus in here. What else we got? I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get into the box. Last box of this week's order. We won't film the plants, but check them out. They're in the tanks. They look amazing. These are Barnetsky. Beryllius, or they call them Asperius. A lot of them are getting that distinction now. 2 different genuses for the hill trouts of Asia Minor. They'll go from Pakistan all the way up to Korea, actually, different streams. Those ones I'm not sure, out of Asia Minor, out of India, I think. Barnetskys get about 4 inches, I think, maybe 5. These are Bogarties, or the little African dwarf frogs. Just the regular ones. Didn't find any albinos this week. We'll get some of those probably next week. Here is some more discus. This is a checkerboard discus. The red pigeon checkerboard. I think this one is as well. Yep, sure enough. Oh, nice pattern on that guy. Beautiful fish. Gotta say, that's my hard not to be in love with a checkerboard discus. Such a beautiful pattern. Got a bag of assorted platies. We actually did them as assorted rather than specific color patterns. We'll see how that turns out for us. We've been going through a lot of platies, so we'll pick up variety for you. Also got some Harlequin Rasboras. We've had a batch that we've been waiting on, deciding to look better, and they just aren't doing it. So got a new batch for you guys to check out, Harlequins. We also got pork chops and the narrow wedge Rasboras over there, very similar. Here's another white cloud. This is the albino white. No, this is a regular white cloud, excuse me, not the albino. I was going to order those this week. We'll probably get some next week. And last bag on this week's order is Panda Cories. He who dies with the most Cories wins, and, well, we're winning. I got a ton of Cories to choose from, including pandas go along with those dainties from this week's order. All right, you guys, thanks for checking us out. We'll see you soon.